Episode 2 Case Study.
In this episode, we will be discussing the Lipari landfill. Current students of Rutgers Prep, Mia Yanagasho and Andreas Musa, will be educating you on real-life situations of hazardous waste.
Just imagine having a landfill right in your backyard. Imagine the smell. It most likely stinks. How do you think you would feel living right next to a 6-acre, weird-smelling landfill that was filled with items that we use on an everyday basis? Can you believe that this is an actual thing happening right in the state of New Jersey?
E-waste is built up through many mobile phones, laptops, tablets, toys, digital cameras, and other electronic devices. The Lipari landfill is built up of all of this dangerous e-waste.
The only way for e-waste to build up is from consumers buying products. If people were to buy less products per year, the rate at which e-waste was being developed would decrease.
As researchers begin to look at the Lipari landfill, they think it is for us to blame for the contamination of the Alacoy Lake. Former New Jersey governor and U.S. representative states that the Alacoy Lake turned all different types of colors. It looked very pretty, but it was very dangerous. This landfill contributed to the shutting down of many other bodies of water surrounding the town.
The Lipari landfill, which was originally used as a mine for sand and gravel, was used for disposal of toxic industrial chemicals from 1958 to 1971.
The Lipari landfill lies right in the town of Pitman, New Jersey. It is an inactive landfill. Sources like NJ.com and New York Times say this landfill was used as a dumping site for household and industrial waste. Overlooking this landfill, helicopters flew over to see the damage that was created by the waste placed into this landfill. The landfill was said to be stained a deep reddish brown.
Finally being shut down in 1983, the New Jersey Solid Waste Authority shut down the landfill, which had been operating for 13 years.
Inside of this landfill lays 3 million gallons of liquid chemicals. Included in this was other industrial waste lying inside.
Reported from the site was at least one explosion, as well as 2 other fires. Many people in this neighborhood complain about the odors, which make them very sick. Other people living here near the landfill believe that after the landfill was cleaned up, it would be no longer a threat to human health.
More than any other state, New Jersey has 85 of the 546 dumps in the country.
According to one of the workers, Mr. Z, I saw a lot of the stuff being dumped here. I had to dig a 600-foot well to reach water for pure irrigation.
Donald Johnson from New York Times states, federal officials came to the nation's most hazardous dump today to announce the beginning of a $2.1 million project to stop a toxic stew of chemicals from continuing to ooze out of the landfill and into the creek and a lake that is bordered by houses.
Brought to the attention of the Justice Department, Ms. Schaefer and Mr. Lipari settled a suit for $75,000. This money was used to build a fence in the property to keep the public out.
According to Ms. Schaefer, there would be an immediate threat to the Pitman's drinking water, but slowly pollutants are entering the groundwater.
After the many years of cleanup, more than 215 tons of contaminants in this landfill have been removed, thanks to the EPA's involvement.
Not only did the contaminants pollute big bodies of water, it also took up space for plants to grow, as well as polluting the air we breathe.
Here's more on waste dumping in developing countries.
According to the UN, millions of phones, laptops, cameras, and more are dumped into developing countries.
Also according to the UN, volume of global e-waste is expected to grow 33% in the next 4 years.
This is enough to equal the weight of 8 of Egypt's Great Pyramids, according to the UN STEP initiative, which was meant to deal with the e-waste problem.
It all adds up to 50 million metric tons of e-waste produced just last year.
It is also said that 1 of 3 containers being shipped out of the EU contains illegal e-waste.
40 companies are now undergoing criminal investigations because of these incidents.